Oh my goodness, that's a very wide kind of question because
Question before the next person. How do you choose a plant pot?
if you want your plant big, it means you need to give it a big pot. And because then sometimes there's some plants that are so big, I'll say like the bougainvilleas, one of the things I've seen, if it can grow wild. But then if you want to keep it in a certain shape and certain size, then you have to limit it, meaning you have to give it a smaller pot so it can stress it and make it kind of a bonsai, but to the size of what you want it to look like. So literally for me, I think what I've learned is that for any plants, depending on how you want it, if you want it big, give it a big pot. If you want it small in a certain size and shape, you that will also determine the kind of pot that you're going to give them. And then in terms of colors, I think it depends on how different people love to match their colors. I think there are people who mismatch them and they still look nice. There are people who like very bright pots and still it will look nice. So it depends on what one wants to see in their eyes. I think there's when I see some bright ones and I feel like they're burning my eyes. So I'm a very, just like I said, introverted. Even my colors a bit calm, apart from the blooms. I like the blooms bright. But with the pots, I'm a bit very rigid with the calm colors. But also it also depends on your home, like the finishing of your home. There's some pots that won't match your house. We just moved house and I had pots that I had at the previous house that I think really fitted so well there. And then I brought them here and they totally were mismatched and I had to get rid of them. So that also depends on your kind of finishing. So it's going to determine the kind of pots that you're going to have, or maybe even the kind of colors that you can have for your pot. So there's so many factors. I would say sometimes you don't have to stress about what I was saying. I think key thing here is, how do you want to see your plant look like? You, like as you, because everyone has their different tastes. It gets crazy and it's overwhelming, and with all the plant things, like they never end. Something new will come up. So sometimes you can be creative yourself and just choose to be unique. It's just the other thing. I don't like common things, so I will have to struggle around finding something different, something unique. Yeah, so it depends on individuals.